Une ou deux coïncidences troublantes.
Rapportez-moi la même chose.
Bougez pas.
Oh, voilà. Mais quel... Oh, si vous voulez mon avis, il est temps de les signaler.
Your pirate ship can eat a bag of dicks. Your pirate ship can eat a giant bag of dicks. Or Christoph's gonna take a shit on your fucking lawn. Your pirate ship can eat a bag of dicks. Stupid navigator is an alcoholic, and all your crew look like Lego bricks. You better give us all the money in your treasure chest, or Christoph's gonna take a shit on your fucking lawn.
I'm gonna add to that list. What are we looking at today? As you can see from what you're looking at,
carry on.
What you're looking at over here, jack shit has been done. We got to call David Brown. Got to get him down here, take care of this shit for us. Stay In Stout. This is an Imperial. Jesus, wish the right one could get smaller. I feel like you right now. Imperial Stout with chocolate, hazelnut flavored coffee and fudge flavored coffee, aged in oak bourbon barrels.
When you want to stay in and kick your feet up with a stout, it's Stay In Stout for you. The perfectly balanced bourbon barrel aged stout blends the nutty sweetness of hazelnut, rich chocolate, and premium coffee notes into a decadent drinking experience.
He said nutty. And mouth.
No training. Amateur here. Stay in and get cozy with this stout's beautiful and comforting flavors. Bottled on 11/27/23.
Oh.
It was around Thanksgiving, right?
Well, I've had it for 3 weeks? 3 weeks now, or so. I guess all that myth. Hey, look at all of that head. Look at the size of that head, huh? Bad? You just want to touch it? Sometimes you'd think that these high content alcohol ones would.
You can smell the bourbon. And the malt.
Uh-oh, I'm leaking.
Come on, haven't you learned anything in 12 years of brew reviews?
Holy shit. Tastes like a fucking brownie.
What the hell did you do?
Got zealous. Okay, well, it smells like a chocolate brownie. Try not to disrupt my head.
How many percent is this?
10.2?
10.2, okay.
10.6. Don't sell yourself short, Judge. Okay, this is the only thing I'm drinking today.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Fucking bad habits. And I'm going to bed early.
It's been a rough week.
Jesus.
We're beating ourselves up pretty
See a little
good.
white flag. Fuckers.
As you can see, we got pretty far with this gun cleaning project.
Uh-huh. Hell, I could even make it even worse and grab the ones that I put away that haven't been cleaned and put them back out.
Good, man. Maybe tell David Brown it's an interview. He's going to promote his book. He's going to sandbag him. He won't be able to help himself. I mean, he's got the OCD.
I mean, he should be okay with cleaning this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one.
No polymer, right?
Yeah. He's got his phobias for the old plastique.
Although, there was something that was polymer that was acceptable to him at the range, right?
This time?
Well, maybe I'm thinking of Christine.
I would say, the only thing I've ever seen him shoot, and I think maybe Rich Huff got one over on him, was the Rock 5.7. He shot that, and then I pointed out afterwards as filming, I'm like, Rich, you just got him to shoot a polymer gun. What? Okay, because there's two different channels.
Did anybody find the last night's review, Sunday or yesterday's Sunday Bloody Sunday?
Oh yeah. Looks like the usual cast of characters. As a matter of fact, I think there was just as many on a day-old review as there is on views of a 2-day-old review on the backup channel. So, but Smile Money was right when he said, "Force if people want to see the shit, force them to get over there now. So when you disappear, it's less
They
likely."
get used to it.
Versus all of the people that I never heard from again because of B&E Brewery reviews.
It's too bad Rumble doesn't have their shit together. Should be putting them over there.
Painful. I used to mirror them over there, but I got shit that's been over there for 5 years that has like 5 views.
Because everybody's over here. If it's exclusive over there.
I thought about that for a while.
Like Sticks, a new tech exclusive.
If the world starts to get, if it looks like this is like the next channel could possibly be the last one because they don't like beautiful women, they don't like alcohol, they don't like knives, they don't like guns, then I will literally have to do the Sunday Bloody Sunday will be a new tech exclusive on Rumble. But for right now,
you can keep this channel as long as you want. You just have to restrain yourself from talking about a couple of different subjects. If you just review the beer, then maybe do a Vivian section of the video, and then a little bit of a rant, excluding a couple of certain subjects.
It's like Trump won, and you know the thing.
Now you're really gonna get banned. Promoting heroin use. What is that?
It's supposed
For Greece? Turkey?
No, we
Turkey baster?
It might be. We got it for putting alcohol in Twinkies and donuts and shit.
And you wonder why you're banned.
I don't understand what the problem is.
Hey kids, want to have fun with your Twinkie?
Hey kids, I got an idea for you. Go get a Twinkie and one of your parents' bottles of bourbon.
First, get some Mountain Dew, turn it into wine. You gotta watch this video first.
Oh, God.
Let me show you how to get it into a Twinkie.
Okay, so we got Jolson and Sharky catching up on the other channel, so I'm reading those first. So Jolson on 1554 says H10 is a miss.
Just make a rum cake like everybody else.
But use like 10 times more than you're supposed to. Then he says, I have to agree with Nihap on psychopaths cut pizzas into squares. Then on the next video...
It's really bizarre up here, bro.
He says
They shouldn't be allowed to call it pizza.
He says H9. That is a miss. But he's on another...
Imagine a round matzo cracker with cheese and tomato sauce on it. That's what the pizza's like in Duluth. I'm not sure exactly why. Is it the water up here that makes it do that?
What, thin crust stuff?
That stuff that we had over here the other day.
Oh,
It's like a matzo cracker.
yeah, that's just their crust. Like when Domino's actually, I have no idea because I haven't ordered a Domino's in a long time, but when we actually made the dough, a Domino's pizza would have been twice as much dough on a thin crust as what Sammy's and VIP used to do. VIP's out of the game now.
It's going to be Chicago style pizza now. Or not just pizza, Chicago style food. Polish sausage.
It'll be interesting. Now,
I'm not a fan of Chicago style pizza, but it's closer to pizza than the other stuff.
I have to say I don't like deep dish.
That's basically what it is. But
I mean, I like what Domino's used to be, a little bit thicker. I really don't care for the ultra thin. First of all, you should be able to have a fully loaded piece of pizza, and it should be a wedge.
A slice of pizza, you mean?
And you should be able to hold it and
Yes.
not have it fall.
The standout.
If it's fall, that's probably why they have to cut it in squares, because they still get the shit.
It should have good standout. It should be crisp. It should have some aeration in there. And if for advanced, just a hint of spice in there. Just a hint. You don't want to overdo it.
And then Jolson says something about a cow, something. I can't read what it says. Sharky says, cheers all, catch it up. Probably a few reviews. Work and handball are taking priority. Girls won their first match of the outdoor season Sunday 18-16. They practice tomorrow on driving, read more. And another match on Thursday, any match. Then he says, the surface of the moon is more smooth than your alley. Most truths ever spoken by a guest. Including me.
We have some corroboration here.
I've
never actually been to the moon, so I'm just going by the videos I watch.
Says I'm happy my rental car had Florida plates. Then, SH on this one, hopping over to the backup channel for a review I missed. It all messed up over here. Okay, so that is all accounted for. Now we can go over to the right. Nana's Naughty and Nice. First in is J-Dog. Because J-Dog...
That's 2 reviews ago, right?
The Nanas?
Sunday Bloody Sunday yesterday, right?
Yes.
And then Nana would have been Saturdays.
No, that was the Bloody Mary.
Oh, Bloody Mary was called Nana.
Yeah.
Okay.
The second of the ones I reviewed. And we both liked it.
Good stuff, yeah.
I think if I were to go purchase it right now and not picking up the third level to see how much spicier it is, between the first one and the second one, I think I would always stick with the second one. Now, if I want to add a little temperature to my drink...
What was that vodka we tried the other day? At the Breeze Inn? Maybe we could find some of that.
I think that's the Stoli Pepper.
Pepper? Some crazy vodka that's got some flavor to it.
But, if you really want to feel some...
Matt's got to step up his game. There's too much junk laying around in here. Oh, it's adulterated. I didn't see that.
Thing is that one is actually...
It's been adulterated.
This is my present from Matt, and this has Reaper peppers in it. Even though there's so many less in this, and there's more vodka, this is much hotter than that.
Well...
Want a shot?
No. Not to, when we're feeling better, we can taste test all this. It was a rough one yesterday.
Not to mention, I'm still not sure. I don't know. I can't blame the Chinese, because the last few days, I don't know how to describe it. It's like I have a stomach thing, but it's not like anything I've experienced before. Normally, if I have something wrong with my stomach, it's kind of like right here. Instead, this is almost like an ill feeling of the whole Octomore tingle. It's just kind of, I don't know, maybe I have a tummy bug or something. I don't know.
Have another beer.
I know killing it with alcohol is not working. So J-Dog was first, then J-Dog is here at work, then Rich says cheers all. Cheers, Richie. Richie Poo. Smile Money says...
Got to hang out with J-Dog on Sunday. That was cool.
Yes. You can never spend enough time with J-Dog. Damn, I want to go camping.
Was he a member over there?
No.
No?
But he pointed out that for as many times as he's come shooting this year alone...
He should get a membership.
It's $25.
I'll pay for his membership. Sign him up.
It's literally...
Maybe I can get him to test out some of these Northern Storage items.
It's literally 5 trips, and you're even.
Right.
And...
Well, if Superior works out in a favorable fashion, I have my doubts. If they open it up and they're cool about certain things, that could be a good alternative. But you can't beat the $25 a year.
No. And of course, Island Lake doesn't force you to buy their ammo, which is, in some cases, double Mills Fleet Farm prices. I mean, ask Sharky. We bought a bunch of 10mm, and then on our way out of town, I don't know if we've stopped for Targets or something, and it was like, oh man, we could have had 2 more boxes for the same money, 100 more rounds.
But you got to work around that. You know, you go in there, you buy a couple boxes of ammo, you make them happy, and then but they don't come in and check. Oh, hey, did you buy that from us? Are you shooting? You know, as long as you throw them some income.
It's kind of like, come on! I know Nate and the boys had to be able to figure it out when we were up shooting.
No,
I bought one.
Last time I was there, I asked the guy, "Do you have ammo for this M1 Garand?" And he said no. I said, "So I can shoot my own?" And he says, "Yes."
Yep. I was always shooting my own 5.7 because they didn't have that on hand.
They don't sell it.
And someone like Nate, for instance, I go, Nate, I don't have a lot of money.
I thought you weren't friends with him anymore.
Nate is in Dusty's brother.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you meant the other.
No,
Nate.
I don't talk to him.
That guy.
He doesn't. Well, let me rephrase. He stopped talking to me when he had 1 more subscriber than I did. No, Nate up there. I'm like, Nate, I'm not exactly flush for a lot of extra money, but I'm here paying some range fees. I bought 1 box of 9mm and 1 box of 10mm. Have fun shooting. It was almost like this wink, wink.
Yeah.
Craig, the first time we were ever there, a guy goes, I got a question. It kind of sucks about having to buy their ammo when it's not the cheapest game in town. Of course, this was before the greatest economy ever. So Lord knows what it's like now. And the guy goes, well, here's how we do it. This is the box of ammo that I purchased for today. And flips open a thing. These are all my loaded G19 mags that I brought here.
So I think they understand the situation. But if you throw them a bone, buy a box or 2 of ammo, something that's not outrageously overpriced, they'll be all right with you. Then you can say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was what I got from you guys."
I always bought at least 1 box of every caliber represented per trip. So it was like 9mm, 10mm, and some 5.56.
Right. So if Superior has a similar lax enforcement of their rules, it could be a good place to shoot.
I tell you what, they should not be too bitchy.
And then there's this whole thing called what do you call it up here? Winter. So when that rolls around, Island Lake is off the. I don't think you can even get there.
Well, I've never
tried that out.
I've never tried going during an actual vicious winter, but a few times someone had shoveled off the whole shooting or snowblowed it off. I don't know what they did, but it was clear, even though it had snowed. But
it's kind of hard to get your brass though.
That's the part that sucks.
Yeah.
Even when there's like none. I remember the very first time I ever shot the Grand Power. The road was not with snow, but it was with ice. And every shot that I took, I never saw that brass again. It was like, fuck.
Well, we made up for it yesterday. We picked up, I'm sure, more than half that brass wasn't ours.
Well, someone else didn't want it.
That surprises me, because usually there's trolls at these ranges. And, you reload, you're going to take that brass?
Guy's got a bag. He's like catching it as it's coming out of your gun.
But I took my brass even before I started reloading, because you could always trade for it. You always find a guy that needs it. And I do. I have a reloading guy. He'll take any caliber, like stuff that I don't get involved with for reloading. He'll take it no matter what it is.
Yeah. Well, your best friend can be someone that's like for instance, Mikey. It's totally unsorted. I haven't deprimed it and hasn't been tumbled. That's fine. I just try to help out by giving him stuff that's done.
He probably is one of those guys that'll re-clean it again.
See, the only thing I have ready to go, and he hasn't asked me for anything of that, is the bottom one is 9mm and the next one up is 40 cal. Otherwise, all the 10.
You reloads 40 for you?
He would, but I haven't. Shit,
Yeah,
I could.
You got rid of all the 40s in the collection.
I couldn't tell you. Well, off the top of my head, there is Ed's 4006.
Mm-hmm.
There's the one that I got from Jim, the 4046. And then there is a couple of flavors of Glock 22s.
And then my 4006.
And yours.
TSW.
Ours have something in common. Neither one have been shot by me.
Oh, I'm assigning you that tomorrow.
Dual wield yours and Ed's at the same time. At least I've accomplished. That and J-Dog was trying to, you better bring Scott's gun. I couldn't. It's in the Star Trek room. He's in the Star Trek room.
Well, you didn't tell me. I would have got it out for you. Or supervised the visit.
A conjugal visit to the safe.
Yes. Secret gun safe.
I don't know if I said, it's so long ago now. I don't know if I said Smile Money says here as well. Smile Money. Then Poco says sup. And then Poco says my substitute grandfather invented. What is a substitute grandfather? Invented the dry sump oil system. Mario Andretti tested it and helped him win a couple of championships. Pretty crazy that I grew up using the same tools.
It's pretty cool. Alright, I've already skipped ahead.
Smile Money says the woman that cut my hair today was from Albania. Her accent was nothing like Joey's.
Joey's from Armenia or something, isn't he?
He never
We'll get a straight answer out of him one of these days, but he's definitely not Sicilian. I don't know who told him that.
Salty says, with the power invested in me, I pronounce you naked. Miss 27 says, Night the Naked. J-Dog, CZDWX.
I think. Oh, that was the one that had malfunctions. The CZDWX compact had several failure to extract malfunctions. And J-Dog wants this gun, but the Smith & Wesson version, which is almost identical, except it has a Smith & Wesson style.
The difference between Colt and
cylinder latch.
Colt said, you know what, screw you, watch this. Or was it the other way around? Who had it?
There's like 5 or 6 different cylinder latches out there. The Colt, the Smith & Wesson, the Ruger, which is a push button. Some of them you pull on the. I have a gun where you pull on the extractor. You pull it out this way and it releases the cylinder.
Then you got my Taurus, which doubles
Yeah,
down.
has two.
Two. We got to do both at the same time.
Yeah, there's a few different schemes out there. Well, all very cool.
You know what? Maybe we should start a betting on when the 454 Casull blows up in my hands.
Stop shooting hot loads.
All I know is I get Mikey going, here's 3. And so then there's like 1 normal one and then 3 of his or 2 normal ones. And either way, he's always like standing over on the corner with that little giggle.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that guy because anybody that's got a 629 barrel laying on their desk that's not on the gun, something's wrong there.
He might have shot it out. He does shoot the shit out of that gun.
I got a feeling he might have ringed that barrel or something. Some hot load. And Roger gave him up. He did blow up a gun. Right? He blew up the Tech 9 or something on Roger.
And a beer. Okay.
Who's that?
Mikey. I tell you what, we're right in the middle of doing the brew review. and it shouldn't be too much longer. I will bring you a pack of smokes and some hams, the beer refreshing.
That's Mike, not Mikey.
Yeah, that Mike. I've never seen, Mikey has never taken a beer from me one time here. Because he always says, no, I just took some antihistamines.
I never saw him drink a beer.
I've seen empty beer cans up at the shack, but that could have been Jason.
Or Roger in the day.
Or he's got two friends that go out there all the time. The friends that go out there and go deer hunting with him and any kind of entertaining. But when Michael calls and says, I need someone to help me patch the roof, nobody shows up. But I always hear about this after the fact, and I'm just like, dude, just call. I go, one of my biggest hesitations in going all the way out there is the cost, especially if it was the truck. Right now I can't reach the shack because of the tire scenario. But I keep telling them, if you need help and you're not going to stay overnight, if you want to, I'll even drive out to his house and then ride out there with you. We'll work on the shit and come home. But he never, ever takes me up on it. Don't hit me up with some passive aggressive about how nothing ever gets done and that.
Yeah, you didn't call,
J-Doc said the CZ DWX Compact had several fail to extract malfunctions. If he's talking about Bunky's gun?
I don't know. I remember there was something that Bunky had malfunction a few times. Something that you shot malfunction a few times.
Yeah, it was like, I must have had at least 6 in 2 mags. It was that I shot, and then the slides open a little bit, and I drop the mag out of it and pull the slide open, take the live round out of it, let the slide go forward and rack it, and out goes the shell. So somehow it is letting go of the just fired round, but it has no problems grabbing it after the fact. I guess if it keeps on happening, I would definitely, for something that's probably a $2,000 plus gun, have it looked at.
Yeah, it might be worthwhile.
J-Dog says, I want the Smith & Wesson M1917.
But who do you go to? Who is David Brown's gunsmith? I know who not to go to, but he's out of the business, thank God.
Well, fortunately for David, he's never used Bill.
That's a good thing.
So far, he has exclusively, at least lately, I don't know who they used in the past, but they use Heath over at Superior Guns and Ammo.
Yeah, but he's not around.
And
the other guy we found out has passed away.
That is sad. Dusty, anybody that's ever been out to, J-Dog alluded to it. And by the way, J-Dog, Dusty passed away in May 25th of 2023. He's been gone for over a year. And I checked my my text messages with Dusty. I literally talked to him 22 days before all indications from everything left on his site. A couple of people alluded to losing to your demons. So my guess is Dusty killed himself. Which, again, here we are in Iraq.
I think he's a veteran of something recent.
Veteran of Desert Storm, maybe. The most recent. He was Desert Storm. He was a...
I never met him to gauge his age or talk about it, but I don't think I ever met him.
He was the first person. He's the one that let me videotape and do the walkthrough up at the gunsmithing area. Because I made a comment about.
But he did a few jobs for you, right?
Oh yeah,
came out well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only well, I can't even call it a negative issue. The only issue I ever had is he did a trigger job on the 1066, and I shot like 50 rounds through it up at Dead On that day. Not a single problem. Put it in the safe. something like 8 months later, a whole summer, a whole winter, when the paths were all closed up, and I went out to shoot it, and I had light primers. Like, it didn't go off, but I gave it another try, and it almost always went off the second time. It's kind of like us in the sprinkler world, do it right the second time. And I had actually talked to Dusty, and I said, dude, what's happening with, because he was supposed to be the lead gunsmith for Superior Guns and Ammo. And I don't know what happened, if there was some pissing contest or whatever, but he gave up entirely on guns. He told me he wasn't going to get his FFL, he wasn't going to have anything to do with them. Plans changed, he apologized, because he originally told me, yeah, as soon as I get my FFL, because I can't touch it until then, as soon as I get my FFL, he goes, I'll get that all straightened up for you. He goes, I'm sorry about that. And meanwhile, I decided, once, like I always do, fuck it, if I can get that stupid HK of yours back together from a, thanks Bill, from a baggie, 2 baggies of parts.
There was another Bill's gun repair faux pas.
I thought for sure if someone said to me, I've waited 3 fucking years, I need to get it this weekend. If you can't get it to me, just put it in a bag. I thought maybe that would be all that he'd need to actually put the goddamn thing back together. Nope, I
got it in a bag.
I picked it up in a box, in bags. But no, I decided, well,
he might have been good back in the day, but not in my era.
No.
I've known the guy for 12 years now, and not one single job ever got done properly.
The last thing that I would endorse
paid him money, whatever he asked for, we paid it, and
yeah, you can't say we're.
But it was just like one disaster after another.
My Mosin Nagant, cutting the barrel, threading the barrel, and mounting the Rock Solid Industries scope mount was the last thing that I could look you in the eyes and say, I felt good about that. After that, sights falling off guns and time was...
The carbine had to go to another gunsmith after it came back from him.
Jay couldn't believe the shape that it was in. He's like, wait. You said that your gunsmith signed off on this and handed it to you?
He signed off on the AR-10. And that ended up going back to Palmetto State Armory.
And that
he had that for a year too, right?
He had that a long time. I worked on it. Still had failures.
He did the Model 10, right? He fixed that up pretty good.
Okay, that was the last thing.
That was the last thing.
He fixed the timing on the Model 10.
Right, it replaced a few parts inside. Said it was wear.
And of course, you told me. See, if I knew how to do a trigger job on a revolver, I might actually take a run at it. But he said, don't brag Bill up on replacing some parts in a revolver. You could train a monkey to do it. Evidently not.
But he did it. He got that done.
Yes. Yes, he...
Trying to think. I don't want to... I mean, he's out of the business now, thank God, so... And then the other guy retired. Bob's Gunsmithing over there, right? You looked into him?
Yeah. Trying to think of who else. I'd made several calls like, oh, I'm just not, no. I'm done. And then the worst thing...
Maybe you should go to gunsmithing school.
I have 2 FFLs for doing incoming stuff. And between the 2 of them combined, they're like 357 years old. It's like when I met him, I'm going, oh man, let's not get... He's a really nice guy, and I hate to sound terrible, but he's like 80-something years old.
Yeah, how long can he last?
It's like how much time... And Steve is in his 70s. Out by Roger. He's a super nice guy. I should probably send him an email and say, Steve, stop holding your breath on...
Yeah, what happens when an FFL dies while he's got your gun? How does that go down? Who do you sue?
Yeah, what happens when his piece of shit kid sweeps through and collects all the guns and disappears?
Yep.
That's got to be a higher level of legal problems.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dude.
Look what happened with Stalker Steve's gun. It was like a freaking what do you call that? A scavenger hunt, trying to get that thing back.
And it all turned out that it was the fucking FFL himself.
Right.
Try to keep it. Fake. Oh, I never got it. Must have been stolen off the counter. Uh-huh.
Yeah, sure. And then he called back, oh, the sheriff's got your gun or something, right? Some stupid shit like that.
Yeah, all I know is Steve ended up with it, but for a while there it was like nobody knows, and then it's like, wait a second, your own FFL is somehow responsible. Especially when UPS had tracking to that location.
Right. He signed for it.
Left on counter. The only flaw in the whole plan was it said left on counter. The place was notorious for you own it, but you're in back doing something, and it's a small town, people you trust, you walk in, Tony Acabano, he's out back there working, I'm just going to set this down, write it delivered on the computer, and go on my merry way. I don't got time to wait for him to come up here. So he kind of left, the UPS guy left a dishonest person a hole.
Yes.
Okay, Mike says cheers. Cheers, Mike. Nice. David says, in my defense. Bad. Evenings, Captain. I could really go for a Bloody Mary tonight, but I don't even have matter juice to mix my own.
Tomato.
I'm guessing the T got. Where's the? No, the T and the M are nowhere near each other.
Just tell him to post his address. We'll fix him up. Put your address on there. We'll send you some stuff.
Yeah, just put it in the comments. Who will know? Cheapo Gun Guy. My life didn't please me, so I created my life. It's a work in progress. Smile Money, Super One. I just looked online and it's not mentioned as one of the top tourist destinations in Duluth. Are you steering NIHAP wrong?
It's the only destination in Duluth. The only liquor store worth going to.
Yes. And if any of the Duluth bums in the West End are listening, you missed out. We intentionally were going to... Yes, none of them were there to accept an incoming package.
Even the panhandlers are slackers up here in Duluth. But that spot may be opening up soon. And if you don't get a job soon, you could probably work that territory. You get a sign, we'll work for food, or we'll work for beer. Or please help me out with my brew review tonight.
Do them live from the corner.
There you go. On location reviews.
Oh, that would be funny. Actually,
that way you don't miss any work.
Actually, do a review over there with the guy with one tooth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he'd be happy to play along.
Yeah.
I'll bring over a couple of folding chairs.
I will donate his salary for the review.
His salary.
We'll give you some cash, and we'll give you the beer that you get to drink.
You just have to.
Oh, that would be great. That would be.
Oh God.
There you go. Now we're talking about what the direction you're going to go with this brew review channel. There you go.
Right in the shitter.
You change it up a little bit.
No wings. No wings on the plane. We're coming in. Hey, this is your captain speaking. We're going to be on the ground sooner than anticipated.
But Smile Money Super One is a grocery store and a liquor store. Separate building, same management or ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Different people.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think the people are the same.
Yeah, just the crew that works the liquor store. You'll never see them at the grocery store and vice versa.
But you can park your car on one spot and do both stops. But it's the way they run it here in.
Ask Matt. He's a pro. You can always tell what Matt's got planned when he parks in between the two buildings.
Well, he's got a spot with his name on it over there. He pulls right. Oh, it's Matt.
He's got a valet parking guy.
Everybody that knows him on a first name basis over there.
Hey, Matt. we saved you some pistachio ale. Did you want another bottle of Johnny Walker Red? Smiley, might enjoy a boat tour of the Duluth Harbor. It is number 19 on the list of things to do in Duluth.
Well, Smile Money, I've been working on boats on and off for the last 37 years. The last thing I want to do on my day off is go out on another boat. When I see a boat, it means work for me.
Hey, maybe you could be one of those fucking type. You could go try to help the captain, point out how long you've been doing this.
No, they get threatened. They're like, oh, are you after my job?
You know, you could have a discussion about the currents where the cold water and the warm water meet in the canal right there under the bridge.
I would like to talk shop at one of those tug guys up here, but that's about it. I'm certainly not interested in working tugs in Duluth.
If we would have hopped the fence, you would have had an opportunity to talk to somebody this morning. I'm not sure it's the person.
No, but, you know, you do that stuff. Occasionally you get arrested. 9 times out of 10 you get away with it, but that's that one time.
Hey, go sneak onto the Sundew.
You do that. I go back so far, I know people that worked on that when that was working, when the Sundew was still around.
What's the one we have now?
The Spar.
Oh. Gee.
The Sundew's,
Hey!
The Sundew's a museum now.
There's some irony. The dude from New York knows what fucking Coast Guard ship we have. The guy that can see it from Skyline doesn't have a clue. But I do like those breasts.
But we took a nice tour of the waterfront today. I'm into that stuff. Docks and ships and loading.
We probably could have if we had taken my truck or even the Subaru, maybe gone down that road.
Oh yeah, by the track there.
I could get you around to where the sunken tug was a couple of years ago. It's where that when we were going across Railroad Street and where the Coast Guard ship is, right in front of that is a house, and it's a beautiful house. That used to be where that. Is that
an RJR property?
No. You wouldn't let Jack change the fucking light bulb on the outdoor lights over there.
They don't have anything nice, RJR, until after these guys are done.
All I know is Greg was like going, I got to show you something. And we pulled up right next to it, and I actually said, there's nobody here. Like, I'm thinking about hopping out. And no, we did. We hopped out and we were actually looking into the windows. It was like, holy shit. But I don't know how it became cost effective to be in a slip where nothing else is but a sunken tugboat. And now they're sitting out. Maybe someone uses it. Maybe those silos. Those are high-end restaurant down there. Someplace I've never been.
Someplace I've never been invited to go.
I've heard the food is okay, but I've heard it's one of those places. If I was gonna bring you someplace like that where I've heard that at least expense might equal quality, Montauk, you actually can drive your car all the way to the top of Montauk ski hill, and they built a lodge up there. I was gonna take Christine there for our wedding anniversary, and it never happened because our wedding anniversary was on a Monday, and they're not open on Mondays. And then
yeah, wait till like Caitlin and Jeremy are in town. They would eat that up. Pun intended.
That looks like a good beer. I'd go for a couple of them. Speaking of Jeremy, good to see you learned it takes 2 shots of vodka in a 16-ounce bloody. This is a 12-ounce glass. Jeremy.
Sure.
Well,
do some scientific measurement on this.
It wouldn't hold this.
That's 12 ounces, right?
Yeah.
Or some of the beers at shrinkflation, they're like 11 ounces, 11 and change.
It says 12 ounces, and I actually, if I didn't get good head, I could put the whole thing in. This is a 12-ounce glass. Everything I have is a 12-ounce glass.
It's supposed to be a pint.
Well,
How many ounces in a pint?
It's not 16 ounces.
I don't know. It's not my thing.
keep saying
Hey
to
Google,
myself,
how many ounces in a pint?
1 pint is 16 fluid ounces. To convert from pints to fluid ounces, multiply unit of volume by 16.
hey Google, did I fucking ask for a math answer?
Stop criticizing her.
My apologies, I don't understand.
You wonder why she fucks with you. You short with her all the time.
Your mother does. I like
Hey,
when she...
hey Google, how many ounces does a pint glass hold?
16 US. According to Wikipedia, in the United States, a pint is 16 US fluid ounces.
Thank you.
But these are 12-ounce glasses.
No, it's a pint glass. Well, that's supposed to be a pint glass. We'll get the measuring cup out later.
You're going to make me drink another beer, aren't you? So
No, I'll be happy to drink it for you.
See,
I know you're feeling ill tonight.
This is how this starts. Just one shot of
One little challenge like this, and he takes it seriously.
EMT. Okay, D2. And D2 is a hit. And sunk. Got shirts and Poco shit.
Yeah, I know.
Guess-
White guy problems.
Guess what we didn't do today?
Yeah, we forgot. We could pack it up, and I'll make you a label.
When you were using paper.
Just go back a couple pages. Just, I preserved all your battleship scores.
I evidently fucked this up before. That was supposed to be the aircraft carrier. Because EMT, according to my records, EMT just sank the same ship twice.
Well, just send Poco his prize when you send him that box.
For this round?
Whatever the prize is, just send it to Poco.
Like I said yesterday, I fucked up. I should have just assumed no matter what we'd come to a negotiable number, and I should have just put it in with the rest of the shit that he'll be getting tomorrow?
Oh, the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. We should have put it in.
I thought,
We didn't know what was going to go on with it, but it's all right.
I thought about it like 16 hours after it was too late. Oh, and EMT says...
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Poco says D5. D5 has already been called as a hit, and in this particular case, it's also called in a ship that's on the bottom of the ocean.
Matt.
McLean's jonesing. Hey, McLean, show
We're
us.
going to do a proof of life with Matt.
Yeah.
We saw him this morning. We said hello.
McLean, I want to see Matt with today's paper. McLean, Wade is my spirit animal. Wade says, I don't deserve you, sweetheart. McLean says to Wade, not now, Wade. Not in front of the children. Christ. Wade, I actually am just a consultant now. My oldest daughter, Ashley, runs the place. However, we own 3 acres of prime frontage land, and I'm looking into getting my son up here with his own shop and maybe a laundromat. I really want my wife to retire so we can relax and watch other people work. I want my kids independent of making the other guy rich.
Good plan.
Hey, what about me and Christine asking for a friend? Cold-hearted bastard, 2 thumbs up and 2
Careful what you
shots.
wish for.
I don't know. It's kind of in the middle of the country. It's in an area that's 2A friendly, and it's in a community that's don't fuck with any people in this community.
Yep, that's good.
Mr. 27, 30th Brew Balmy Brew Company viewer. Then he says, hi, Cobra Commander. Then Jolson says, H8.
Hotel 8.
You realize that you're going to be wasting time for all the way until H3. Everything's been called in that whole row because he's just doing the. He's not even trying.
Whatevs.
He was building the wall. I don't know what happened with that. Jolson, ever had Zing Zang Blazin' pre-mixed in a half-gallon jug, not the little cans? No, but I do like big cans.
Preemptive.
Jolson wrecking it for the haters. Jolson, are you talking about the DWX? It's got red grips. No. It was the Dan Wesson. I was shooting the Dan Wesson that had problems.
No. We mean the one she calls Big Red. I believe that's a CZ75 variant.
Yeah, there was no fails with that though.
No, but I think I spoke about that. That was a really cool gun.
Oh, yeah, you were like trying to find what it is and when it can be here.
It's ironic because I'm the guy that turned them on to the website. 'Cause we didn't even know those guns existed.
What the hell was the website had a cool name too.
I don't remember, but we have it somewhere.
It was something like our guns are better than your guns.com or something. Yeah, everything that they had there was like, you're not going to see this at most sites.
Yeah, not even Gunbroker. They were like a lot of unique. I don't know, maybe they're exclusive models to that distributor family or something. Really, some really cool stuff if you ever
and
remember the name.
And Bunky has not done anything but enjoy that.
Have you done anything but enjoy yours?
No. You'll be surprised to know that Jolson tried to get me to put a flat face trigger in this.
And then we turned Bunky on because she shot that gun.
Yeah, she shot this, went to their site,
And then got a better one.
and then had
Bigger one.
and then had to have this.
Except hers is red and with a longer slide, right?
It might even be the same size
But
slide.
I think it's 9mm though. Hers.
Hers, I don't think has the lightning cuts. Hers is a 9mm.
I think it has these cuts. I don't remember those on that gun.
For the
cuts in the
scope?
frame.
The scope mounts.
Oh, that's for the optic.
Yeah, they're actually they're threaded. No, Jolson's like, I know you like flat bow triggers, so I recommend that you do this. And he sent me the link to the stuff that.
Yeah, that would be cool, but not on that gun.
And I was like, the gun runs too good. I don't want. I know this goes against all the grain.
This is against Ebomi's grain, definitely, but
yeah, this thing is.
It works really, really good the way it is. But you don't find those on Gunbroker or
And it does this.
Bud's Guns or Grab a Gun. You won't ever see that there. Somebody's home.
Is that my little Sammy poo?
I don't know, but you didn't get a notification, right? The siren didn't go off.
Should set the alarm. It's got to be, yeah, because
Is she coming over for the brewery review?
no, she's coming over because another evidently she's bought another vehicle and the title is sitting up on the stairs, up on the table. Hello? Better not fucking try to sneak in and sneak out, you little shit. Sharky said,
We're downstairs.
I'm in the basement. I'm in the basement! Hello?
Hey, are you at home?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think you were home, so I just stopped in and left.
Of course you did.
Well, anyways, I stopped in and left, just so you know.
Okay.
We heard
Okay,
you.
love you.
Does this mean you didn't bring your code scanner with you?
I don't know which car it's in, and I didn't think I was going to have enough time to do that. I was just on my way to an appointment, and I left traffic was a little bit better than I thought it was going to be, so I'm now, like, on my way to my appointment.
Okay.
I will promptly go back home, figure out which car it is in, and come back after my appointment.
I don't need the car today. Or
Why don't you just do the cap discharge, like I said?
because then I gotta do stuff.
So you just rather make me do stuff?
Yes. See how this shit works?
You're the mechanic.
So you're saying just disconnect both terminals, touch them together.
Yeah, you just wait like a couple minutes.
Will that wait
If you want to do it even more quick and dirty, you can just take the negative off and touch it to the positive still attached.
Yeah, I understand.
What?
Not the battery, the car side.
It's not a big deal.
The car side. Just to make sure all the capacitors are discharged.
Will I lose the Bluetooth?
Probably.
Oh God!
Come on, help this guy out, Sam. He's a car tard.
You know what? How much is the scan tool? You should just tell me which one to get, and then show me how to use it once.
Why would you spend all this money on a whole scan tool?
Because aren't they like $25 or something like that now?
I mean, a cheap code reader is like $50, but it doesn't always clear out all the modules, especially on a Subaru. I've had issues with your car with my scan tool. Like, I might just be wasting my time even trying.
No, you've done...
I might have to use the Subaru scan tool.
Oh, I was going to say, wait a second. You used the Subaru last time you cleared it for me.
Yes.
Well, why don't I just pop up and see it work? I know how much you like that.
Yeah, I love being disturbed at work. It's great.
I could bring the motorcycle.
Then how would I clear the codes on the car?
Who cares? I like the look on everybody's face as I rip through the center of the shop.
Apparently you're the one that cares. You're the one pissing and moaning about it. So I don't know why you would then not take the car that needs the codes cleared.
Okay.
I can't have this conversation with you. I have to go.
I could bring the car to you when you have a hole in your schedule.
I'll find the scan tool tonight. We'll give it a try, but it might not work, and then you might still have to come to Subaru.
Okay.
All right. I love you.
Love you more.
Bye.
Bye, Sam.
Jesus Christ. What are you doing tomorrow? What's on the list?
Who's that?
Christine. I don't know. It was supposed to be a dentist appointment.
Well, you canceled, right?
They canceled.
They canceled.
It's like, what the fuck? I have a feeling that...
Well,
I don't think they exist.
we're going to have to do something else then.
I wonder if Chris has the day off then.
I don't know.
In that case, we should go to Two Harbors to take pictures of your widow boats.
Careful what you wish for.
Hey!
If I get a job over there, you'll never get rid of me.
Well, let's see. I hate going any long distances in your car. It's so annoyingly noisy. All of those engine noises.
Yeah, it's so slow. Barely get out of people's way.
Now, did I almost get the woo sound out of Garrett?
Oh, he reacted. He was like, huh? Yeah, I think he was a little impressed.
Miles.
But what he really liked was us goofing on his father.
Yeah.
That got the best reaction.
Being able to say negative things about Daddy.
Where are you? I don't know. What's the address? I don't know. Well, how are we supposed to get there? Well, you go here and look for this.
Are you off tomorrow?
And when we get over there, the address is right on the gate. Right on the gate. Like he must have drove by it for the last month. Not one, but two signs with
She's
the address.
off tomorrow.
All right.
Road trip.
Road trip.
Road trip. The Cliff Note version. Garrett lost the keys to the house down here.
And for you guys playing along at home, Garrett is Miles' son. From
Yes.
the Brew Review, his son. Stepson, son, real son.
Real son.
Real son.
He's a good kid.
Yeah, no, he's cool.
And Miles said he's locked out of the house. Is there any way that you could bring him to my job? Wherever, evidently Miles doesn't even know where that is.
To get the keys from Miles
and then bring him back.
And then bring him back.
Absolutely. Well, Well, you take a left at the yellow donkey and then drive on until you see the Labrador licking its nuts. And I was like, just a fucking address. We put an address into the car. His Tesla bitch brings us right there.
It'll literally drive itself to the address.
At a bare minimum, we need to bring Mr. Acabano up to harbor so he can look at the little ships. No, if she's got tomorrow off, that'd be great. Because I know how I would feel if you two fuckers were doing shit, even if it was work related and I had to actually work. I'm just not taking her side on this one for a minute. I get a lot of leeway right now, and you're right. It's not going to be long until I'm standing on the corner with the cardboard sign and living in a small house with J-Dog. She goes, that's not a road trip.
Well, we can go down to Mankato.
Well, we can go down to Mankato, maybe swing over and see the job with Jolson. Nope, never mind. Jolson won't be home.
What about Teresa?
Nope. What's tomorrow? Thursday?
We'll have Jolson leave the key out for us.
Just give us a list. Put little red pieces of tape on everything that needs to be fixed. Well, you know why Jolson wants us there.
Well, he wants to hang out and party. Come on.
Well, he said that he's running the largest try before you buy program in existence.
I'd be happy to take him up on that.
Well, that means we'd have to go there
when he's around.
Yes.
So he's gone away from the home all week?
Yes. That's not a possibility now until Friday, and I know this doesn't quite fall into your scheme of things.
I hope to be on the road by then, but we'll see.
The only way that I could possibly sweeten the deal is I'd have to follow you to Jolson's, get this punch list, and then see Jolson, when you see this...
Well, tell him to take a day off or something. Tell him to quit.
I can't do your project on a weekend.
The working hours. Working hours on Monday through Friday.
Yeah, because
of contractual arrangements here around here.
With the wife.
But we understand that to see you, we have to get there on the weekend when you're there. So, but we'll sort it out. We'll make something happen.
Well, at least running up to 2 harbors would be a thing. Maybe we could just keep going north. Go have some more fake pizza in wherever that is, just south of the border. Swenninoli's. That's it. Swenninoli's.
Or maybe we can go to Beaver Liquors.
It turns out that was a lie or a myth. It's actually, now it's just the municipal
liquor store?
It's the Beaver Bay Municipal. I'm like, come on, you got to change the name.
Oh, Beaver Liquors. That's classic. Man.
Everybody wants to go to Beaver Liquors.
Just to take a picture. Maybe half of them will buy some.
It turns out that there really is one.
I'm sure there is somewhere.
Okay, Google, what is the address of Beaver Liquors in Minnesota?
Beaver's Liquor is on 438 East Sheridan Street in Ely and is 80.6 miles away.
Ely's a beautiful town. They've got some great restaurants up there, too. It's not anywhere near your little boats, though. That's that way versus that way.
Yeah. I've seen it. We bought a gun from somebody in Ely, if I recall.
Christine actually is like going, can we...
I think it was Christine's gun. Didn't we buy a 2-tone XDM? Something like that?
Maybe.
And I believe it was a dealer out of Ely.
Unfortunately, none of the... Jesus, God. None of the XDMs that I originally... they were both 45s. That was like silly. Those were such nice guns.
She didn't want a 2-tone one or something.
Yeah.
We tracked it down.
Christopher has it now. The only thing that kind of sucked about it, let's go with Christopher's not watching this, is it started rusting. Here. it started rusting. I was like, isn't that supposed to be like stainless steel?
You are
and
on the
shit?
waterfront here. What are you, 4 blocks from the water here?
Yeah, and if you don't control shit, you can end up with like 98% humidity in this basement.
Yeah, and you have a river running under the slab, apparently.
She says, no pizza, thanks. Two Harbors? Maybe. Two Harbors is a nice little town. There's all sorts of cool restaurants up there, though.
But she doesn't have to have pizza.
Yeah.
We're going to pack a lunch for her while we eat pizza.
Yeah, we'll bring a sandwich for you. Sharky, cheers all. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Here we go. Might just catch up. Read more. No rifles on deck. Shame, shame. What?
Yeah, I think you were missing a rifle in the...
Guess what? At least you didn't have to worry about not shooting it. See the favor we did for you? We tried to lower your stress level. Sharky, I never liked Bloody Marys until I flew over there and had the ones that you guys make. I wonder what the difference is.
I don't know. I don't know how to do it in Holland. We'll have to compare when we go over there.
Yes. What are you doing next week?
You got a passport?
Are you making breakfast tomorrow morning? No, but Christine's... I know a girl. You gotta get on that. Are you making breakfast tomorrow?
This Christine's text?
Yeah. Yeah.
Say, I kind of hoped that you would.
I'll take one of those.
What is that?
That's that scorpion? With a bunch of...
That looks like a shotgun of some sort. I don't know.
Well, let's see. How big is a girl's mouth in comparison to a...
Too late.
No. I guess I'd rather take her someplace so she can be disappointed and have to pay.
That's not right.
Well, it would be nice if we maybe went somewhere.
Don't tell her that. Say, yes, dear.
I mean, yeah, I was making them make breakfast with my Visa card.
No, we bought all of that bacon. Not a lot. We bought 8 pieces of bacon.
Yeah, but that was... Well, she doesn't get all happy about bacon anyway. She's like, if you're going to make bacon... Actually, I think the last few times I've made something with bacon, I'm the only one that got the bacon out of the deal. Hey, I did not have bacon today. I did not have sausage. I don't know what she's having, but I'd like some of that. I had barbecue brisket, eggs Benedict at the social house this morning. And it was, actually, as weird as this may sound, it's like if they almost skipped the barbecue sauce on it, I'm good with everything else. And if Johnny Watson brought them the brisket that year...
Take it up to another level.
My God, I've never had anything
And
like that.
a little cheesecake for dessert.
Where do I want to go for breakfast tomorrow?
She's getting too technical. So we haven't decided yet.
We have to consult Tony Acabano's Tesla, because the Tesla is always right. Are you supposed to be working? Good God.
She's probably upstairs laughing at us. Sam let her in.
She's not supposed to be done for an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh.
Which means it's going to be at least...
Well, in that case, it's time for another beer.
This is how this happens. Sharky SH. Now I need a proper Bloody Mary over here. Thanks. Sharky, order Nana's original recipe or medium. I can't vouch for the spicy yet, but those are top notch. Filthy is also very, very good. I'm going to have to buy some Filthy before he leaves just so we can have one.
Just to compare it. These have been reviewed.
Everything in there has yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Will you bring both over for you?
If you want one. You said you're not drinking tonight.
No, I'm not.
And you're going to sleep early tonight.
Hey, yeah.
But I've heard this before.
You're just a troublemaker.
No, you just have no willpower. No discipline.
I mean,
Didn't they teach you discipline in the Salvation Army?
I'm like going, oh, I'm thinking about going to bed. And Akabana goes, okay, I can stay up a little bit longer.
No, I did not rack a gun. I didn't force you to stay up. In fact, I almost had to force you to go to sleep because your snoring was interrupting the program I was watching.
You know, I am not really a fan of the Beretta, but after shooting this, I really now want that one that comes in the ammo can with the...
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine if they made that a 10 millimeter.
Yes. They make it in 40.
I'd still have to take 9 with it.
Yeah, I had one. John Solar's got it now. That is a Beretta. It's marked Beretta 96, but it has a 9mm barrel in it. And in it presently, but it was sold with the 40 caliber barrel.
Yeah, that one in the ammo can. My best was actually the pawn shop in Cloak. Maybe we should plan that. I have not been there. That dude is...
Cloquet south of us, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's like with your car.
It's close.
If I went like this, we could get there before I passed out. No, this was the guy that I said, I got a question for you. I'm not going to buy it, so you don't have to blow smoke up my ass. How much? What is your full in on a Ruger 5.7? And he goes, I paid $827 for it. I was like, what? But he, at one of the gun shows, had the Beretta and the ammo can, and what does it come with, like 4 or 5 mags? And it comes with like a couple of extended mags, and I absolutely have the one and the only Beretta that's on my list, other than the shotgun. I would take that shotgun, but yeah, what really shocked me is it's not all that heavy of a gun, but it shoots so light and so smooth and very accurate.
I didn't think I was going to like those grips. I certainly don't like the way they look, but they shoot really, really good.
It's kind of like when Ed sent it with the Wilson Combat wraparound thingy, and I was like, but then of course it was Ed's gun, so I never removed them, but it definitely locks your hand in and you feel part of the gun.
Yeah,
but
that was an auction gun. I don't think that was ever shot before it got here.
I don't think so.
But the magazines are cheap. I used to go to a gun store in Pennsylvania, and they have a bin, and they're like $5 a piece. I don't know where they get them from, but
yeah, well, evidently you went to there because I got like 2 bins.
Well, white guy problems.
No,
Nobody ever said, "Oh, I got too many magazines. Let me sell you a couple."
Even sets you up with the
the belt, the boot racking slide.
Oh,
right, didn't Josh do that in the video?
The boot?
Racked it on his boot.
Knowing Josh, he did it on his teeth.
Oh, no, stop! Not your teeth.
No. The problem is, of course, that whole setup is like what, $1,600 or something.
It's not a terribly expensive gun, but that is not cheap. That setup.
Oh, and threaded barrel. I love the Joey story. In New York, you cannot get the threaded barrel. Frickin' guy walks outside with him. Thanks for the purchase. Shakes his hand with a barrel in his hand.
Barrel he paid for.
Yeah. So yeah, technically. So Joey had to buy the gun and then buy the non-threaded barrel. And of course, if you went to...
I had a similar story. It's actually an Ed story. Ed's sold me an M1A when he was alive. So it was a fair price for it. Actually, on the good side, good price. So St. Louis Ray Edwards wanted to glom it. He wanted it. So he was like, "Oh, just send it over here. I'll get it for you," And Ray had it, but Ray couldn't come up with the funds to make the deal happen. So he's like, I can't pay for it. I got too much stuff going. I'll send you the gun. So I had to purchase it. That gun comes with the flash hider, and I had to purchase a device to remove the flash hider.
This is the fucking key to that car.
And to cover up the threads, the New York 1 device that makes it New York legal, and then I had to transfer it to the FFL. He modified it into New York State legal configuration before he could transfer it to me. And that is why I'm moving out of New York State, among other things.
Oh, you mean you don't have any problems with the fact that purchasing a box of 22 long rifle is the same as buying a BMG
Yes.
50?
You have to submit to a background check to buy ammunition and pay for it. I am done buying ammunition and firearms in the state of New York.
There is so much. I forget. I'm missing.
And then they want to know if you do submit. Like I purchased one shotgun since this law came into effect, and I didn't mean to, but it was an auction gun, and by the time it got shipped and arrived, the law had gone into effect. So the guy says, "Hey, you want some ammo with this thing?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he's like, "Well, you have to tell me exactly what you want because I have to put that down on the background check." So they're keeping track of every box of ammo has to be accounted for on those background checks.
So what? Someday they're gonna go, well, when we raid this guy's house,
Yeah.
he's got this, and this, and it looks like about 250 rounds of ammo for
Yeah.
it.
Why is this guy buying 1,000 rounds of 9mm?
I gotta. Speaking of that, I gotta tell Christine we should actually start a secondary savings account for the wanted items, and I need to buy at least 1,000 rounds of 9mm.
Well, that's going to take a lot of hours over there at Super One. It will work for ammo.
It's like the difference between hollow points.
Hey, you want some cash? Well, ammo would be better. I'll take your cash.
Here, this is Full Metal Jacket. This is hollow points. Ish. Okay. I do not need a beer, whatever happens right now. I was actually thinking something a little bit lighter on the docket.
You want a hams?
You know what'd be good? Is hams.
You want to make a Ham's Bloody Mary?
A hams
Try
and
that?
this.
All right. Keep our viewers entertained. I'll get a glass with ice down here.
Oh no, I don't need it.
No ice?
No, I'm just gonna do the beer and bloody. I don't do ice in that.
Okay. So let me get you a Ham's.
I would appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, actually, we're at the point where we're done reading comments, and we both need to tell everyone what we thought about Stay in the Stout. I tell you what, they definitely don't lie about the flavors, and it is like chocolate, like a chocolate fudge brownie, and what was the first thing? The hazelnut. Definitely has the hazelnut flavors too.
For the snit. No, I give this an 8. It's a good beer. It's well crafted. It's not really. It's not excellent. I'm not going to go down and get a case of it. But it's a good beer. It's a good go-to if you like this style. And it's well crafted.
I was actually going to go an 8.5. No, I like the fact that it reminds me more of drinking dessert than maybe not.
But not on the level of that Southern Tier offering. I can't remember the name of that now. The one that's that you eat with cheesecake.
there's so many. There is Southern Tier is another one that really can knock the ball right out of the park.
They got some crappy ones too. But.
Oh yeah, one of my favorites of theirs is that Halloween offering of Warlock. It's like
yeah, they make some pumpkin beers around Halloween and stuff. But, the name is eluding me, but it's a very sweet beer, and it comes out once a year. It's been reviewed on the old B&E review channel, along with SNS Cheesecake, same day. But I don't know why we were talking about that, but this is a well-crafted beer. If you're looking for a stout, a little too much coffee for my taste, and that's why I'm giving it an 8 rather than a 9.
oh my.
You know, if it's a 9 or a 10, then it's outstanding, and it's just below that. But it's a good heavy hitter, but you don't taste any of the alcohol in there.
Holy shit. That makes a nice Caesar or whatever you want to call it when you're...
You approve?
Yes. Yeah, I do like the little bit of zip. I would say...
That leaves a little on your lips afterwards, you know?
If you're someone that's
just enough.
I'm kind of sensitive to the heat, I don't think that you'd have a problem with this.
Maybe like certain people, because you feel a little bit on your tongue and on your lips when you after you drink that.
Okay, someone like Christine. I don't like hot, but I'll give her shit with like jalapenos and stuff in it. She goes, oh, like the jalapeno burgers from Superior Meat. She goes,
Right.
She doesn't have a problem if I get those.
Yeah, you feel a little spiciness, but it's not overwhelming with that product.
I kind of notice it just on the back of my throat. Okay, that's wow, like record territory for the club. Not at all time, but Jolson says 200 Sunny Slopes Club doesn't need a goddamn thing.
I see Rich Huff. Have fun on your trip, Rich. I hope you have a good time down there.
Where's Rich going?
He's going out to Tennessee, remember? Listen to country music, I think.
Oh, wow. Depending on where we were in the review. There's a lot of gray areas.
I thought he was headed to Memphis or something.
Yeah. Safe travels. And Bad says, howdy clubbers. Then he says, if you're reading this, you're not dead. Get to kicking.
Thanks for letting us know we're not dead.
Get to kicking the... I'm guessing that's life in the nads. Can I get a... Yes, you can. Salty says, double naked cheers. And...
J-Dog in the house.
Art Club Mr. Holster. Smile Money. Cheers, clubbers. Even though we had no video from the range.
That's on purpose, Smile Money. These guys never learn. Their videos have gotten them kicked out of ranges before.
Not from Island Lake so far. That's a good thing.
No, knock on wood. You're not banned from there yet.
I mean, I even asked a couple of the higher-ups just to make sure that I wasn't doing something to piss people off. And I also always stop recording if someone other than our group shows up. Like when the white chick and the gangbanger. You know, when the dude's shooting literally like this.
They had homeboy sights. Oh, it's a crotch grab, but
got the homeboys. We forgot to stop and pick up the homeboys at Home Depot.
Were they members? Did you challenge them?
Well, no. I thought David was going to. I mean, he jumped all over the chick, and he rightfully so. When he is shooting at the range and she walks past and goes up and sets up a target, he's like, "Yo!"
Yeah, they must have missed a safety meeting.
Yeah, there was no safety meeting. Yeah. No, I told David, I said, I thought you were going to ask. He goes, it's not my job. I'm not a range officer. But if they're doing shit that's not safe, hell yeah. Now, if Tom would have been up there,
Yeah, he would have thrown him out.
And Tom never got back. He can't yell at me. I let him know that we were going to be out there. Okay, one last check, and then we must deplane.
That's it. You have a clear screen.
I suppose.
Holding no jobs in Ebomi's basement.
Okay. Tomorrow, there'll probably be a review. I need to pick something up. And or, if you don't see one, it was because the three of us were having so much fun, we never made it home in time.
But hopefully Beaver Liquors has a selection we can review.
Actually, the last time I was at the municipal, I purchased a Minnesota-based whiskey. And here, you can take it home with you if you want. I think I gave it to Matt.
It sucked, but we reviewed it.
Yeah, no. There's some things that.
But
no.
maybe somewhere in our travels we can go to a foreign liquor store and see if they have anything for review. Someplace that we don't shop at regularly.
I would hope we could. I would hope we could go anywhere and at least find one thing that's never been reviewed, or at least that can be proven. So. Okay.
Cheers.
Okay. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.